Come over here, guys. Y'all know what we're doing better than I do. I want to announce that at least on the first phase of up to a potential $13 million investment from the U.S. Treasury that's being pushed down really to apparently all the states, but to try to create some capital, collaboration with our banks for loans and in some instances possibly for investment in small business enterprises to create a better atmosphere for our small businesses to be able to have some capital to do some things that need to be done obviously in the course of the next several months, if not years, to help stimulate the economy. We have had some success with entrepreneurial activities. We've always needed additional capital, obviously, to be able to grow some of our entrepreneurial and high-tech and incubator spin-off activities, and this is another tool. Now, there are multiple aspects to this, and frankly, we can let the folks that know what they're doing with regard to the administration of the various aspects talk with more specifics. And in that regard, Gene Eagle with ADFA, I think, is going to provide some more information.
Thank you, Governor Beebe, and thank you for your confidence in ADFA, being able to put this application together. As the Governor mentioned, every state and U.S. territory had the right to apply for the State Small Business Credit Initiative. And Arkansas has an allocation, and we're one of actually the smallest one, along with a number of other small states, in comparison to California, who got $126 million. As mentioned in your packet, the money comes to the state in 3 tranches or payments, and so we have the first 1/3, and this is based on performance. So we'll only be able to get the second and third tranche if we deploy it, and we do it according to Treasury Department rules and according to the plan that we've laid out. Treasury initially tried to push this toward a CAP program, nationwide capital access, which is loan portfolio insurance. We've been operating a CAP program in Arkansas since 1993. So as we looked at the opportunities, we saw that Treasury also allowed for the use of this money for venture capital programs, state-sponsored venture capital programs, and other types of lending programs, which ADFA, AEDC, and ASTA currently have authorizing legislation to use this money for. So we put together a complete application that uses both debt and equity, and quite frankly, many of the states couldn't pull this off. We have a good group of agencies here that work together. I think that's one of the keys, is that ASTA, AEDC, and ADFA have a very good working relationship. Would like to thank the directors of both, the people at Accelerate Arkansas, all our partners, the people that I collaborated with as we worked on the application. And we have an investment program called the Risk Capital Matching Program. We're going to put in $3 million into that fund. We're going to also utilize the Capital Access Program, put $1 million in that as well. In fact, that's really where the first loan will be made, using our CAP program. It's guaranteeing through a portfolio insurance program a loan for Alt Consulting for a small business in Hughes, Arkansas, Allen's Cut and Styles, for $2,500. So it's not only for large loans, it's for small ones.
$2,500.
Yep. We don't have any deals for the Risk Capital Matching Fund approved yet. One of the big participants is the Bond Guarantee Loan Participation Program. $5 million is going toward that. Bond Guarantee Program is one of our largest economic development tools. We've already approved 2 loans, $230,000 to Southern Hardware in West Helena, and $700,000 for American Vegetable Soybean, which is an edamame plant that's going to be located in Mulberry, Arkansas. We're also going to be doing disadvantaged business and small business guarantees. We had operated a guarantee program for a number of years here in the state. We've already approved 1 loan for Safe Foods, and it's going to be used to fund contracts for the assembly, installation of food safety equipment in poultry plants across the U.S. The final 2 uses of the money are the Advoco Investment Fund, $1 million, and this is for a matching of venture capital investment commitments by institutional venture capitalists in Arkansas. We have been doing this in Arkansas since 2003. This is a way that we can do it directly. And up to this point, we've been borrowing the money. So this is a better way for us to do it. We can do it more directly. And then finally, we're going to put $685,000 in a seed and angel capital network. This is going to be a fund-to-fund structure in which we'll invest in a fund locally, in a community, angel seed group, or if it's university-based, then they will make investments in small businesses. The keys to the success of this type of activity is making sure that the people involved in these funds can work together. It's long-term, and we plan on working with them to make sure that they have the tools they need to be able to be successful with this. And I just would point you to our website if you want to read more information about this, and be happy to answer any questions. And again, thank the people that helped me put the application together, and I appreciate it very much, Governor.
Grant?
I'll be very brief. I just want to echo what Gene has said and say that, small business is the lifeblood of the Arkansas economy. There are about 500,000 Arkansans employed by small businesses around the state. And a great partnership has developed under the governor's leadership between ADFA, ASTA, AEDC, and partners like Accelerate Arkansas that have allowed us to begin building the pipeline of venture capital funding that will help people both in the university setting and people in their garages take ideas and turn them into businesses that will grow and employ more Arkansans. So it's a good day. With that, I guess we'll open it for questions.
Questions?
Is there a number of jobs attached to this you'd like to see this create?
Do you have his question is, do you have an estimate on the number of jobs that is attached to it?
No, we don't, but it's clearly going to be an economic development program. For instance, the Risk Capital Matching Fund that I mentioned, and we've already made 11 investments in that fund, and this has a 4-to-1 private to public match. We've put up roughly $2.7 million, and that's leveraged $14 million in investments. Those companies that have invested in have over 100 jobs, and the employees there are making roughly $39 an hour. So clearly we want to try to do as much of that as we can. And
That's the previous track record. And
Yes.
The indication is that hopefully some of the same success will exist with that portion of this program.
Yes.
Anything else? Okay, thank you all.